Right, in today's vlog we're back down south with Mr and Mrs Portsmouth, and the mother-in-law Paul has joined us as well. We're going to take a tour of Portsmouth and Southsea, courtesy of...
Hello everyone.
Mrs Portsmouth. We're starting off here on Portsdown Hill. You get great views of the likes of Gosport, Hayling Island and Portsmouth itself, and in the distance there'd be the Isle of Wight as well. We've stopped to have breakfast here at Mick's Monster Burgers. Really nice actually. I really enjoyed it. It's been here for 40 years, so if you do find yourself in the area, come and get something from him. But let's get show on the road. So over there you got the likes of Gosport, and as you come round, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, I can't on this tiny screen, but the Spinnaker Towers down there, that's all Portsmouth and Southsea, and then beyond that is the Isle of Wight, and then over there that's Hayling Island. There's a 2,000-year-old tree on Hayling, isn't there?
Yeah, in St Mary's Church, I think.
Is it an oak tree or is it just like a cherry blossom?
I think it's
cherry
a yew tree.
A yew tree, yeah, so a 2,000-year-old yew tree on Hayling Island, that's pretty cool as well. So the first stop apparently is the greatest football team in the world, but we're not even in Nottingham, so I don't see how that could be. I think it's just going to be Portsmouth, isn't it?
Champions!
So here we are, Fratton Park, home of Portsmouth FC. Let's take a look around. That's a nice little memorial for the Pompey players who played during the World War, well, the First World War. Now, Fratton Park used to be a potato field, I've heard. How true it is, I don't know, I might have to fact check that. But I'm pretty sure it was a potato field. Nice little thing there for when Portsmouth were in. You was going bust, weren't you? Yeah. And the fans pulled together and bought the club. Yeah, so it's a fan-owned club still, is it? Or no, but that's been sold off as well. Yeah. But it was because of the fans that Portsmouth still goes today, isn't it? Yeah.
This is where Daryl's ends, where he sits.
So that was Fratton Park. We're now going to Fort Cumberland. Yep. Right, and it's a pentagonal fortress.
Yep. Built to protect Langston Harbour.
What year? There he goes. He's getting his nose hurt.
1785 to 1812. And it's also got a distillery there, Fort Cumberland Distillery, and they make gin and rum.
And you can book tours online.
Yeah. And
there's a surprise there apparently. Is it opposite Hayling Island?
Yeah.
They've got a surprise there, and knowing these guys, it could be absolutely anything. So I'm a little bit apprehensive. So it's Lynn, she knows what it is. So what's going on? We're trying to find somewhere to park?
No, trying to get to the fort.
So we can actually see it?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it was going to be a walk, but I didn't know if it was too far, you see. Yeah.
Well, is it a far walk? Is it a long walk?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Great tall guy he is, isn't he?
Shut up.
So where are we going, mate? Just walking up here?
Yep.
To the fort. And Sully's with us now as well.
Yay!
Sully!
The bear is here.
He has no idea. We've got slow worms and lizards in here. So as it turns out, we can't actually see Fort Cumberland here, even though Steve is from here and didn't do his research. So if there is a way that you can actually see the fort, can you drop it in the comments, please? Because Steve hasn't got a bloody clue.
Book an appointment to go and visit the distillery, and I'm sure you get in there.
So you have to pay to go in the distillery to see the fort then, is basically what you're saying?
I think so, a tour, a guide, yeah.
I don't think he knows.
No, I don't think he knows either, darling.
I bet you have to book an appointment. Book online a tour.
Or Steve's latest pearl of wisdom is to, if you want to see it, just go on Google Maps. So I'll insert a picture of it for you instead now. So here we are, just coming onto Eastney Beach. Where's the fort, Steve?
Can't see the fort from here. The fort bit's done.
Oh, is that over now, is it?
But have a look at the sign.
You brought us to a nudist beach. You brought us to a nudist beach. Thankfully, there's no one here. There's no tackles flying around or anything. But let's take a look.
Filled with salt.
So that wasn't Fort Cumberland, but it was Eastney Nudist Beach. So thanks a lot, Steve, for that. Yeah, there was thankfully there was no tackle and wangers flapping around everywhere. So we did see a couple naked people there. But
did feel a little overdressed.
I did, yeah, I did. To be honest, yeah, I felt like I felt like I was wearing a few too many layers to fit in there. But we're going to South Parade Pier next, which is on the. Which is Southsea, near Southsea Common?
Southsea, well, near Southsea Common,
yeah.
Canoe Lake.
Canoe Lake?
Near Canoe Lake.
There you go. So here we are opposite Canoe Lake at South Parade Pier. South Parade Pier, yeah. Right, let's take a look around, show you what's what. How much are fish and chips? £8 for fish and chips, that's not a bad price really. I suppose mushy peas make it a bit more expensive, but £8 for fish and chips isn't bad at all. Kate will never guess what's here.
Is there pink Mr Whippy?
There's pink Mr Whippy here. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so having one.
You look so excited.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Buzzing.
Just here at the Ice Cream Emporium, you can get your pink Mr Whippy that you've been craving for about 2 months.
Where does it say that?
The last. Show everyone at home.
Pink.
Is it nice? Go on then, give it a try.
You got full on strawberry.
Yeah, man.
So happy right now.
Thank you. So yes, you can get your pink and white Mr Whippies at the Ice Cream Emporium at £2.50 for a small, £3.50 for a medium, £4.50 for a large. They do just pink as well, and they do just plain vanilla as well. We're just going to take a look on South Parade Pier.
She's like a fantasy, way too real for me. Better just.
So I just got to update you because Steve has never had or seen pink Mr Whippy before. How's it going, mate?
It's lovely.
You good? I know you've got a bigger mouth than that though. How's yours, darling? You in heaven? Marvellous. So a lot of piers in the country now do have like these fun fair sort of things on them now. Seems to be like an ongoing trend. I don't know, is it an ongoing trend or have they always been like that? I don't know, drop it in the comments, but let's take a look at what's on offer here. Huh? Oh yeah. Candy Fluffy, Lynn.
Yay, Candy Fluffy. Oh, God, nearly had Candy Fluffy there. Leave it.
4 donuts for a £5 there. Not bad.
Is that good, is it?
Do you know what?
I don't know really.
Actually, just back there was a kiosk, and they were doing 3 for £2.50.
Oh, that's not bad at all then, is it? That's quite expensive then, really.
Yeah, well, it is expensive because you can get 5 donuts in Morrison's for £1.
Admit that I can't handle it. And when we're getting close, she strikes the perfect pose. It's too hard to quit, can't get enough of it. And I hear people say, oh, he's just a fool, and she loves to play. I already knew she's forbidden.
So that's South Parade down at Southsea East Beach done. We are now going to take a drive up to Southsea Castle, have a look around there, and then I think it's down to the Pyramids and Clarence Pier after that. But I'd have to check with Steve, who's stormed off to the car already, so we'll have to catch him up.
I need to stay away. Run, 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 run. I'm trying to forget her, but my heart will never let her go. Run, 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 run. I wish I never met her. Trying to keep control, I gotta run, run, run.
Yeah, this is the new. So we are right now at the D-Day Experience Museum because during World War II, on the approach for D-Day, they all set sail from Portsmouth Harbour, and this is the museum for it. Looks awesome though. A beautiful memorial there with the World War II soldier statue and all the plaques on the wall of the soldiers who lost their lives at D-Day. It's amazing. Where are we, mate?
We're looking at Southsea Castle, and it was an artillery fort built in 1545, prompted by Henry VIII's fear that we'd be invaded by France.
Oh wow.
And then shortly after it was finished in 1545, France did actually invade, and there was a battle out in the Solent, which is where Henry VIII lost his beloved, the Mary Rose.
See what a great job, I don't know what he's worried about. Well done, Steve. Well done.
I don't know which one it is.
I don't know if you can see it, but just there is Spitbank Fort. That's actually now a luxury hotel, which is actually amazing. That's going to have to go on the list. So Southsea Castle is also the home of the Victorious Festival, which runs every August bank holiday. Loads of live famous bands on. It's quite expensive though, apparently, £70 on a day, I believe. But yeah, we're going to move on now to the memorial, which is the obelisk just in the distance next to Clarence Pier. Is where you also, next door, you can get the hovercraft to the Isle of Wight from.
She plays a dirty game, but who's the one to blame? Better just admit that I can't handle it. And when she hits me up, I know that this must stop, but it's too hard to quit. Can't get enough of it. And I hear people say, oh, he's just.
Right, oh, don't worry, Steve, I've got this, yeah? So, the memorial commemorates 25,000 naval staff from the First and Second World War. The obelisk was opened by the Duke of York in 1924.
Yep.
So that's for the First World War, and the extension is from the Second World War, which was opened by the Queen Mother in what year was it?
Oh, I don't
Can you
know,
remember? I can't remember. But yeah, it's nice, so it's beautiful actually around here. Take a look.
There was actually 3 of these built.
Was there?
One's in Plymouth, one's here, and I can't remember where the other one is.
Oh, so they're not all in. So they're not all in Portsmouth.
So there's 3
So
obelisks.
there's 3 in the country.
So here it
Commemorates
about
Portsmouth
25,000
Navy
sailors, but in total there was 3 built. One in Plymouth. I don't know where the other one is.
Could be London.
One's here. But then when the extension was built, because all the sites were different, they had to do something different for all 3 sites.
Oh.
So here, look, this is called the extension. This bit.
Oh, okay.
And the Duke of York, who was George the Sixth, was it? He just got his.
And she loves to play. I already knew she's forbidden.
So we're just arriving at HMS Warrior. Take a look around there. You'll be able to see the spinnaker and a few other bits and bobs here as well. So here we are, HMS Warrior. It's the first ironclad warship
in Britain.
part of Queen Victoria's fleet. It's got 40 guns on it.
It had 40
and it's
guns,
steam powered. So have a look.
It was the fastest and strongest ship in Victoria's fleet.
And I believe now you can hire it to get married on.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's pretty
And
impressive
it's
ship.
part of the historical dockyard. And with the historical dockyard, you get Warrior, HMS Victory, and the Mary Rose.
Go on.
So just through that gap in the buildings there, in the historical Portsmouth dockyard, that's HMS Victory, just behind HMS Warrior. You've also got the Mary Rose Museum in there as well. Now you do have to pay to get into the dockyard, I believe, according to Steve anyway, but he's been wrong about this tour already, so I'm not sure if to trust him. Sorry, my bad, it's the Queen Elizabeth, that ship, not the HMS Victory. You can also rent out the Warrior that Lynn said. You can rent it out for weddings and other stuff as well, that's pretty cool. And then just here, Spinnaker Tower, which we have vlogged before. 170 metres tall, which is 560 feet, and it cost £35 million to build. There you go.
And it moves.
It does
Yes,
move, it does
it
sway
does.
with the wind. Yeah, you'll probably,
but
that's been
it's
covered
really-
in, it was covered in our Spinnaker Tower vlog a few years back now actually.
You see the chimneys.
And it leaks as well when it rains.
The old steam chimneys.
From here is probably about half an hour, isn't it? Because you've got to go all the way around Portsmouth and then get there.
So that was HMS Warrior. We're now going to the birthplace of Charles Dickens, and Steve's got another surprise for us, so the apprehension's kicking in again.
I've never actually...
So here we are now down on Old Commercial Road and at the birthplace of Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens was born in this house on the 7th of February 1812. There's a plaque up there. That's how I know that.
Don't know.
Oh, no, I might have a look.
You can go and have a look, guys.
So of course everybody knows the works of Charles Dickens, like of Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol, Great Expectations, David Copperfield, all from the great man who was born here in Portsmouth in 1812. So that was the Great Pompey Tour with Mr and Mrs Portsmouth. I'm not looking at Steve anymore because he's putting me off, but a big thanks to him and Lynn for sorting it out and Steve for driving us around. It's a very historic city. I'm not looking. There's lots to see and do. Yeah, I love it. So yeah, we'll see you next week from Ibiza. It's travel day to Ibiza next week. So yeah, if you did like today's video, also click the like and subscribe button down there. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok, and leave your comments as well. See you next week. Bye bye.